Stars Network. Welcome to the most exciting sports network in the country. Such a time as this. We waited all year for this. It's rivalry day. It's Clemson versus Carolina.
It is. Sit down.
It's the Palmetto State. The Chickens versus the Tigers. We're knocking stuff down.
He's had too much caffeine today, guys.
This season has gone by really fast. I don't know about you. I woke up and I'm like, geez.
It has.
It's almost over. So anyways, just like to thank everybody that's joining and
it's been a fun season.
It has.
It's been a fun season.
It's
been a struggle. It's been a struggle in the beginning.
It's been an interesting season,
but it's been fun.
Yeah,
and I will say that we're finishing off with a 3-game win
streak.
We beat 2 top 25 teams.
Yeah.
We're about to take out the bowl season for the Shamecocks. Yeah. So let's be fair. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a night game. We're going to go bowling after that. So
it's going to be at Willie B, and you how fans are down there. So let's just real quickly before we get to football.
Yep,
we'll get back to it. Let's just talk about a couple of new sponsors that came on board and last.
Absolutely.
We've had quite a few come on here recently. We had S'mores Boutique, which is.
Shouldn't we talk about where we're at today?
Yeah, they're on the list.
Okay.
Right. And S'mores Boutique, which is right down the road. We just did a shout-out commercial down there this week.
Yes, we did.
Hodges Insurance, and for all you seniors, if you're watching this, it's open enrollment, and open enrollment is ending December the 7th. So go see Hodges Insurance, big Clemson fans. And, of course, we're at Anderson Ford.
Yes. And I got to tell you what, these guys are hopping.
They are.
I mean, they're out here, and if you are looking to get a Ford or go talk to these guys. I'll tell you right now, because these guys got it going on. Speaking of guys going on right here, we got Deal King over here coming over here right now. So I'll let him tell you about what's going on with this.
What's going on, Tiger fans?
It's the Deal King,
baby.
Yeah, came in here, met him a couple of weeks ago, and they jumped on board. And
so tell us a little bit of what's going on. I mean, you yourself told us how busy you were, but tell us about it.
Well, we just found out it's a Saturday right after Black Friday, so we're normally pretty busy after that. We got a little bit of everything going on.
I'm going to tell you this. These guys are smoking. I've been here for a good hour beforehand, and these guys were just flying all through the place.
I kind of like a gosh, what are they called?
Chicken with your head cut off?
Something like that. Like a Carolina fan after they get the dog wrap something out of them on a Saturday evening, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we're going to be eating fried chicken tonight.
That's exactly right.
That's right.
We got a Bulldog fan over there, but he supports the Tigers when he's in town.
There we go. We got them next year. So y'all sell about 120 cars a week.
Not a week.
I'm sorry, a month.
If we were doing a week, we'd be doing all right. Oh yeah, 110,
a month. What I meant.
115, something like that every month.
So you're doing something right.
We're doing something right.
Something right. Okay.
Mm-hmm. You mess something up, you fix it, and that's really the only thing we figured out that's taking us all the way.
Well, the best thing to do is just that. Take care of your customers. Mm-hmm. Take care of your customers. If there's something wrong, you fix the problem, you take care of them, and make it right.
That's exactly right. You do enough volume, something bad's going to happen. It's inevitable. Their cars are man-made. There's 10,000 moving parts.
They're machines.
Something's going to break.
They're
fix it and move on.
Yeah, you got your own repair shop back here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Quick Lane, we got the service department. They're pumping them out every day. It's great.
Selling vehicle.
Newer
trucks or.
That's a good question.
Probably changes on a weekly basis.
Yeah.
It just kind of depends. Obviously, when they throw in good financing rates on the F-150s, we move them like hotcakes. So ain't no problem about it.
Where did the 2 new Mustangs go? They sold those already?
We moved them out of here for you guys.
Okay.
We didn't know how big.
Oh,
That's right. Yeah, I got a few.
Well, thank you.
No, we did our Thanksgiving dinner in here the other day. So
did you? Okay.
Cars out, so we
I thought maybe y'all sold them.
We got 80-something employees now. Pretty quick.
That's a lot.
Well, y'all have another place, right?
No, it's just here.
Just here. Okay.
Now we're a massive corporation-owned store, so they own about 45 to 50 car dealers between Ford, Dodge, the Hyundai, Aston Martin, you name it. We got it.
No kidding.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Kraus family they're monsters.
Oh yeah.
But they take good care of stuff. Good benefits over
here. Got to tell you, the location here is fantastic too.
Yeah,
it is.
It's right here on the main drive,
right on the main
going into Anderson or going into Clemson.
And also this spot here. So coming through, and I don't remember what that road is there.
It's Clemson Boulevard.
That's Clemson Boulevard. But what's the other one?
Yeah, Popeye's across the street.
That one.
Salem Church Road.
But that's a pretty big road too. Mm-hmm. And so this is just a really very visible spot.
You should have seen the road yesterday.
Without a doubt, it's probably. I was just talking to the GM over there, and it's just without a doubt, this has got to be the most visible spot in Anderson. No doubt about it.
On the hill, baby.
It's just a great location. So if you're looking, come by.
There you go. We got them.
You want to come back for picks?
Yeah, that'd be good.
About 20 minutes. We'll
20
call you
minutes?
back. Yeah, we're going to do picks.
I'd say 15.
Perfect.
15 or so. We're going to pick a couple games. Appreciate it, bro.
Good deal.
Easton.
We got to build a couple more out, guys. We'll get
He'll be
He'll be back
back
in a little
free
bit.
by the time he comes back. So
All right. So thank you, Easton. So anyways, it's rivalry week. If you live in South Carolina, if you just
Hey.
moved here,
one thing to say real fast: say some prayers for Josh's mom right now. She's having some issues. He won't tell you that, but I will. So just say some prayers for his mom right now because she needs it. And,
I appreciate that, guys. My mom had a scare yesterday, and so a lot of prayers went out. And Mom, I'll send this to you. We love you. We're praying for you, and she's doing better.
There
She's
you
doing
go.
better. She had a scare there for a while.
Power
I'll tell you, my mom's a tough cookie. She really is. Thanks, man. So anyways, it's the Palmetto State Championship. Clemson is 24.
Yep.
We
Ranked
finally
24, got in the top
finally got
25.
right back in. They got us at 7.5 Vegas.
Yep.
And
Last time I checked, I didn't check it today. This morning, to be fair.
So both South Carolina and Clemson on a 3-game winning streak,
Yes,
and South Carolina edged out Kentucky at
they
home
did.
last week.
They sure did.
And so as we go into the series,
And to be fair to the Shamecocks, that was a good game.
it was a good
It
game.
was a good game.
Good game.
It really was.
I mean, this game's always a tough game.
Well, it is because I hate them.
They hate
But I
us.
have relatives. My son-in-law is a Gamecock fan.
I mean, it's a
Yeah.
tough game because if you want to, there's one game you don't want to lose. If you're a Clemson fan or a Carolina fan, it's this game right here.
Right here, this one.
You got bragging rights the whole year. So the series is 72, 42, and 4,
They won last year,
and they won last year,
31-30,
And they're playing for a bowl game, and we're playing
to deny them that.
to deny them the bowl game, but also playing to get in a better bowl game.
That's correct.
If we win than if we lose. So I'm really impressed with where Clemson's come in the last 3 games.
I'm
and how the
impressed with
offense-
I'm impressed with the maturity that because I've always said I'm not really as worried as some of the fans were about the coaching.
Yeah.
That wasn't my issue. Tyler, still to this day, I thank you for the kick in the butt because that was needed. But I wasn't concerned about that. I was concerned that the players just didn't have the belief factor into it. And suddenly I started to think they're starting to believe that they can do this. They can do it and they can make this turn around. And
Yeah.
that's what I have seen.
Yeah. And, you'd rather end the season well than if you had a choice. I mean, we had a kind of weird start, but it's always to go off on a good note, get a bowl game.
Absolutely.
And 3 wins, we got momentum. We're down at William Bryce. You got Spencer Rattler. I mean, he's a tough quarterback.
He
Any way
is.
you look at it.
He is. He
He's
will probably be a next level quarterback.
Yeah, he's
At
third
least
in
get a shot.
He's third in the SEC. I don't know if a lot of people knew that statistically. So you got to watch out for him. He's hard to contain.
He is very hard to
He's very fast. He's a rollout quarterback. Anyways, defense looks solid. You got
to give a shout out to our quarterbacks. Our cornerbacks have absolutely stepped up
absolutely.
their game, and we're talking a very young squad, and they have absolutely stuck on like glue.
Yeah.
They have done very well and pretty much been penalty free.
Yeah.
So really a huge shout out to them for that. I mean, they just looked really, really good. So,
anyways, Carolina ranked 4th in the SEC in completion yards that's Spencer Rattler actually 4th in the SEC, 70.6 completion rate. Their defense has struggled. Carolina's defense has struggled. They're actually 12th in the SEC, and second to last in passing defense. So, anyways, it's going to be electric. You're down there. So, same thing we got to look at is we got to protect the ball.
absolutely.
And
Again, we had that problem last week.
we've had, you notice that Shipley fumbled the ball, and that's like, here we go again in the red zone. And
In the
all of
red
a sudden, he came out second half and just lit it up. Probably the best game he ever had.
Probably,
So I think he got
without a doubt, the best run.
got a little ticked off. So we got to watch turnovers. Defense should show up. Got to put pressure on Rattler. Secondary's been looking good.
And our O line's got to keep
Exactly.
keep it off the club, and they've got to let him give him the time that he needs to the play has to develop.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of times it's been rushed and stuff, and it looks like he's not throwing it where he needs to be. But the truth is, he's throwing it where it needs to be, and they're not getting there quick enough or whatever. I don't know, but it's like if you really look at where the play is, he's throwing it and they're not getting there. So I don't know if it's
They're not
push,
running the routes.
it's being pushed off.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes it's being pushed off the line.
Yeah.
And you know, you can push within 10 yards. And so
Right.
that's causing some of it there. So I don't know exactly what it is, but I know that they're not exactly where they need to be. And so, which is ironically, a couple years back, we would have been having those right and left. And so
We are looking better, though.
we are definitely looking
better there.
we are definitely looking at, and Tyler looked great. Oh my gosh.
Tyler's a true freshman. One thing I noticed about this team is we're a young team, you know, and I hate to sound like somebody we know, but wait next year. But we are a young team, and a lot of people are coming back. And,
not only a young team, we're a young coaching team too.
Exactly.
You know, I mean, again, as I
It
tell
takes a
people,
while for those coaches.
lose half we lost the defensive coordinator, lost the offensive coordinator. We lost half the coaching.
We didn't just lose a defensive coordinator
and half the offensive coach. So we're having to grow the team and the coaching back all together. So you're going to have some issues. That's going to happen. We're not going to be you're going to have some slack time, and we did have that. But how do you get better? What I always told my kids, practice makes perfect.
Yeah.
You keep practicing, you keep practicing, you keep practicing, and you will eventually get better and better, and you'll perform you'll perfect your craft. Well, their craft is football. Yeah. And you'll perfect it, and that's what's going on here. So that's the name.
And we're breaking up momentum in the end of the season, so that's good. 3 wins in a row, hopefully be 4. I think we got this.
Yeah, I agree.
Keep the turnovers to a minimum 0 if possible.
Game is 7:30 tonight.
Yeah, I mean it's William Bryce. You just got to realize. I mean, it's
SEC channel on ESPN.
They're going to be more Carolina fans, Clemson fans there for sure.
But I think we'll have a good showing. So I know that I believe there's a lot of people talking about doing it.
Exactly.
There, so that's good. So it'll be fun. It'll be a fun crowd to see. So we'll see. I'll certainly be watching the game.
Oh, of course, we'll be down at Freight Yard.
Exactly.
32 degrees or whatever it's going to be tonight. So, anyways. Such a time as this, day after Black Friday, Thanksgiving. Hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. And so we're just excited to see which bowl game we go. And I forgot to mention this. Totally slipped my mind. Fred Anderson Toyota Greer is going to be doing. We're going to be doing the bowl game there in Greer as soon as we find out what bowl game we're in. You have any idea what bowl game we're going to be in?
I'm hoping Oklahoma.
Oklahoma, you think?
I'm hoping Oklahoma. Now I'm thinking.
Well, they were talking about playing Oregon State.
That's what I think.
They lost last night. That gives them the same record as we got if we win.
I think that the powers that be are going to try their best to push that game.
I don't want Oklahoma. Simply because I don't want to play Brent Venables.
I do for that exact reason. I love Venables, but I would love.
We never played Oregon State, so I think that'd be different. DJ and so I don't know. It just seems like if you follow football, it seems like the farther they're out there on the West Coast, the more offense and touchdowns and scores they have.
Yep.
And the worse it is. I mean, if you saw the Oklahoma game yesterday, it was 69-45, 115 points scored. I'm just saying, if you're TCU and you score 45 points and you don't win the game, you might want to ask yourself, there might be something wrong with our defense.
Yeah.
And Oklahoma's
I'm not going to argue that.
Well, Oklahoma, even when they were making the playoffs, were scoring 60 points. I mean, averaging 40-something, 50 points a game, but they were giving up 38, 40 points a game.
Yes.
I mean, so there's a lot of offense. And the strange thing, Venables was the defense coordinator, but the team's doing good. He turned them around from last year. But
he did.
I don't know what their defense does.
He's got them to believe in the program. He's got them to believe.
Oh, he was one of the greatest coaches ever to come through.
And he's brought everything he learned from Coach Sweeney, and he's brought it over there, and they're believing in the program, and that's what's going on. And I've always said that if in football more than any other sport, they are an absolute reflection of the coach.
They are. Behind every great team is a great coach.
Absolutely.
It's just it just is. And if you look at any team of the past, there's always a great coach. I know teams that were subpar. You look at the Packers were nothing until Vince Lombardi came on. And then look at Clemson once Dabo came on board. They just kind of took off. Mm-hmm. And so behind every great team is a coach. And So, unbelievable this year. I had more fun this year than any year I ever
Oh,
had.
without a doubt.
And we're not going to Natty this year, but I've had more fun this football season I think I've ever had.
It's been a blast.
And
it's absolutely been a blast.
Things fly when you're having fun. We just about went to every home game. We took one or off or two off, but we had some good time tailgating last time. And
I went to more home games this year than I've been to
Yeah.
in several years, and I absolutely had a blast. So
so it's just like that. We're down to the last game of the season.
and it flew. This season just zipped by. So
And
it really
more interesting next year, we're going into the 12 playoff teams.
Yes.
And so that opens the door for a lot of stuff. Not just going to throw this out totally off the subject, but it does deal with Clemson. Our basketball team is 5-0.
Yep.
And I know we say this every year, they get off to a good start, but I think we're just looking a little bit better this year than we have. We got PJ Hall back
That's true.
from Spartanburg Dorman. He went out to the NBA draft, changed his mind, came back to Clemson, which is pretty strong. So we'll see how that goes. So we got basketball season starting up. Hopefully we'll make a run this year. So anyways, I'm excited. We got the Michigan-Ohio State game coming up at 12. ESPN Game Days down there. And that's going to be an interesting game.
It is.
And we're at 11-16. And if you want to get him to call him in, I guess we can do game picks unless you got something to talk about.
Why don't we talk about the sponsors that we have real quick while we do that, and we'll.
Let's Wake and Bake. If y'all are watching this, ate there yesterday. One of my favorite places, right down the road here. We're going to try to do a show there today, but they're actually opening up another one in Pendleton. And so, anyways, they got their second Wake and Bake 2. And we did a show down there for the Miami game, and it's like Cheers. Everybody knows your name, and just a family down there. So they're expanding, and they're opening up in Pendleton. So they're doing something wrong something right. They're doing something right because they just opened up a place in May. I was there when they opened up in May, and they're already opening up a second place. Also, I Bleed Orange. If you go down to 176 Pendleton over near Carolina Alarm, and that last boutique, we got a little store in there. And you can go in there and get your shirts. You can get your I Bleed Orange Belgium toffee. You can get all our attire. And so go down there and tell them IBO sent you. And they got a lot of other good stuff in there too.
Oh, and the candy.
And the candy. I Bleed Orange fudge. And it's a creamsicle fudge. It's orange and white. And, we're doing a lot of specials here. You buy any product on IBleedOrangeClub.com, and we're going to throw in 2 bags of Belgium toffee. And this toffee is to die for. Everybody gets this stuff, eats like they call it chocolate crack. It's that good. You can't stop
it. It is very good.
I actually got to move it away from me when I'm at the house because I'll walk by there every time. It's like a magnet pulls me in and I start eating it. One more bag.
He raises the cases.
And I eat up all the supply. So it's made locally, and it's just some good stuff. We will have the peppermint bark coming out next week. We're getting into December already. Mm-hmm. So we'll be holiday specials, and we really appreciate all the support this year. This has been a phenomenal year. We have just grown like crazy.
We're at 28.5 right now.
28.5.
And thank you to everybody, by the way, for that, because I'll tell you that has been and we're not just putting everybody else on too.
No, we're screening.
We're screening pretty good.
I wake up, 170 people were requesting. You got to go through all that, but the amazing thing is we've grown faster this year, and this is a natty year for us. So our fans have been really supportive, even
very much so.
During a kind of a down year. We started the season at like 22. We weren't at 25 when we were down there at Bake Nation.
Yep.
And just especially lately, they've been coming in like droves. I don't ever remember it growing this fast, and I don't see it slowing down anytime soon.
No.
So I'm just here to say, I was sitting on the 50-yard line. We were there at the game last week, great game, and I'm like, 88,000 people, 85,000 people. Well, why not have 100,000 people in I Bleed Orange 5 years from now or less? I see it happening.
Exactly.
So I'm excited. I wish football season was longer.
Well, they've expanded it, so and you get in there. So
I could go 6 months out of the year instead of like 3 or 4 months.
But the good thing about that is that means baseball season starts up, and as much as I love football.
Start counting down.
Baseball is my love. So let's be fair.
And we'll go out there and sit when it's 162 degrees.
That's exactly right. Because why? Because we bleed orange. The games, we picked a few games, waiting on Easton, but we're going to go ahead and start.
Go ahead and start.
Yeah, so we're going to
Okay.
discuss them. So we got Michigan.
Is she getting him? You gonna come on pick with us? All right. We got what's your name? Floyd. Gotcha. And this is Michael.
Hey, Mike.
So what we did at the end of this is just a couple. When we'll do the Clemson last, we're gonna do the Michigan Ohio State game.
Yeah.
And
We're going to discuss a few of them and just kind of go from there. So Michigan is
Favorite.
Michigan's home, right?
Yeah, they're favorite
Michigan's
2.5.
home. So they got 2.5 versus Ohio State. I think the momentum for me, I personally think Michigan's going to continue it.
I'm having the same feeling.
I think Michigan's going to take
Yeah.
it. What do you think?
Let's go with Michigan.
Let's go with
You think
Michigan. I mean, Vegas deals with money.
So-
They're dealing with money.
So we got a sweep going
And
on right
when they're
here.
dealing with money, they want to tell the truth and they don't want to play with that. So Vegas has Michigan 2.5,
Which is
They're playing
ironic
at
because
home.
that's not even the home point spread. So that tells you how close that game's going to be.
I hope I don't offend anybody, but if you're a real Clemson fan, you just have a hard time liking Ohio State. It ever
I
started.
have a hard
it started
time
with
liking
me.
Michigan. Let's be honest about it. So.
It started with me with the Woody Hayes punch. I was there, so I always guess
I can't argue that one either. I wasn't there, but I watched it. But remember when it happened?
But this is the best game of the. I mean, should be the best game of the of today.
No.
Saturday.
That would be our game.
Well, I
It'd
know,
be
but
the
I mean,
best
this
game.
is the game.
Incorrect,
ESPN game today's there. It's number 2 and number 3. It's an epic game. It should be a good game. It should be a close game.
All right. So then you have North Carolina versus NC State. Now that is in Raleigh.
Right.
So
Well, Drake May, and North Carolina got up to like what an 8-0 start. Where everybody's looking at them, and then they kind of had 3 in a row where they lost, including the last one with us.
yeah, big time. By the way.
Clemson woke up. They're playing at NC State. NC State's ranked 22. North Carolina fell out of the top 25. By the way, we're 24 now. I'm taking North Carolina.
Smile, please. I'm smiling.
That's right.
I'm taking.
That's right.
Did y'all ask him which team he pulled for?
Who do you pull for?
Clemson.
All right, well, that's close. I
Well,
thought
he's wearing orange. You got a Clemson hat on. He pulls Clemson today.
Today he pulls for Clemson. We bleed orange
It's okay.
today.
We're
I
coming
bleed
to that
orange
game
always.
All right.
All right.
So
What do you say about North Carolina?
I think North Carolina's going to take it because North Carolina's not going to go with 2 losses.
Yeah.
They're not going to lose to North Carolina State. And honestly, nothing against NC State. My boss is an NC State grad, but sorry, I just don't think that. I think UNC is a better team.
Both teams are
than
8-3,
NC State
right?
is. So,
Yeah.
what do you think?
I'm gonna go with State.
You're going to go with State. There's
We'll
a
go
split
State.
here,
Yeah.
Well, they're playing at home at Raleigh. You know.
and that's a 3-point. That's a 3-point
Yeah.
advantage there. So,
All right.
so we got a split. What do you think?
Huh?
What do you think?
Oh, North Carolina. I mean, just Drake May of anything. Drake May, I mean, look at him be first round playing Sunday.
I do think.
I
that.
mean, definitely. I think he's a first round pick. Drake May is one of the best quarterbacks in
So
ACC.
now we got the other one. We got the
Iron Bowl.
other one, the Iron Bowl here.
Auburn not having a
Alabama
great
versus
season,
Auburn.
but it is the Iron Bowl. It's kind of like Clemson,
Definitely
USC,
Alabama.
and I've known people that lived in Alabama. You know, a lot of people don't know Auburn's in Alabama. You know, it's either Auburn or Alabama.
And we were
Here,
just
Clemson,
we were
USC.
watching the
We were just
play.
watching.
We were just watching the play, the 109-yard back run. From,
Oh yeah.
What year was that?
Nice.
2012 or 11? I
Real
mean,
nice.
I remember that. That was one of the most craziest plays you'll
well,
ever
I
see.
mean, and the funny thing about that, we
should've
just literally watched that.
We just
when we were
watched
waiting. And you know, of course, it was a short kick, but if you look at it from lineup, he only missed it by a foot. I mean, he only missed it by a foot, and the guy's catches it, runs it back. 109
9 yards. You
run
can't go
back.
any further than 109
I mean,
yards.
109-yard run back. And you talk about something that's one of those plays. No matter what team you're playing, it's like punt Ruski for
Nick
us.
Saban, yeah.
No matter what team you're on, you go. That's where I was. This is where I was
Oh, I
when
remember
that play
yeah, I
went
remember
on.
when that happened.
Because it's like with us punt Ruski, I was in the stands as a student, and I looked down, and I was coming, literally was mixing a drink, and looked up, and all of a sudden I'm seeing a guy running down the field, going, "What the heck?" So same thing. I mean, that's craziness right there. But I got to say that I think myself, Alabama's going to take that.
Alabama's going to take it.
So,
But it's
You're
not. They're
agreeing.
playing at Auburn. It's I think it's going to be a bit closer than most people think. Auburn's having a rough year, but the Auburn Alabama game is just like Clemson Carolina game.
well,
in that
Alabama is not on top right now. They're not on top of their game. Same situation going on at Clemson. Albeit
state. Well, they're still not out of the mix yet.
They're not, but they're not going to be there because they're just not going this year.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
yeah. They got to play.
We understand.
Well, they got to play Georgia.
Yes, they do.
They got to play Georgia, and that's why they may not be there. And Georgia, we don't have them on the list because Georgia's playing Georgia Tech, and I don't see that being.
Well, we'll
much of a
talk
game.
about that. Georgia Tech. I mean,
Yeah.
that's again a rivalry game.
It's a rivalry game. I'm
Personally,
just a little
Georgia will
disappointed
win that one by 20. So
I think so. I mean, Georgia, everybody's like they're not playing anybody, and they weren't, but they were winning pretty decisively. They
Well,
had, and then all of a sudden they started playing
I got
some
some
people,
friends
and
that are
they were
huge Georgia fans, and I told them the truth. I said, and I got some customers too, and I told them, I said, this is Georgia's to lose this year. And I said, and that was halfway.
Well, nobody's done it 3 years in a row.
They haven't, but can they do it?
I see them going they're going to the playoffs. I'm pretty sure. I don't see them winning.
And if they don't, and if they do win, I won't be surprised.
I'm still holding on to my pick when we were down there at the Nation back in September. Washington and Texas. Washington's 4. Texas won 57-7 yesterday.
Yes, it did.
But mathematically, some things have to happen for Texas getting there. They're automatically going to move up because either Ohio State or Michigan's got to lose. So they're right on the fringe there, right on the fringe.
They are.
So I'll collect my bet.
I somehow think Michigan's going to somehow get in there.
Yeah.
So
Michigan, I think Michigan's going to beat Ohio State.
But Georgia's definitely going to win it tonight. And then that brings us down to the last game. The last game is the South Carolina Clemson game, the battle for the Palmetto Bowl. And so
these next couple hours
personally,
will take forever.
I think Clemson's going to win it by
40.
40. We're going to smoke them.
Did you hear that?
We're going to smoke them.
40, not 20, not 30, but 40.
40 points. We're going to smoke them. I'll just tell you,
Woo.
it's going to happen. Yeah, we got a little bit of revenge factor going on. We want to deny them the bowl.
Hey, I hope so.
We're going to make the fans leave by third quarter.
You hear that? What do you think? You want to get on this pick? What do you think? First lady? Huh?
So she thinks South Carolina's going to win by 14. Did you
First
hear that?
lady says 14.
Oh, she said Clemson. My apology. I thought she said South Carolina's going to win by 14. She said Clemson's going to win by 14. Okay, I'll take that.
Why would she say South
I
Carolina?
was joking. I was just kidding.
All right. The key word here is revenge.
Is revenge. That's why I say 40 points, by the way.
And this is more than just a game. This is a rivalry. This is state
denial.
bragging rights.
This is denying South Carolina the
I
opportunity
will
for
not eat key lime pie tonight. I'll eat something
In
else.
fact, you ate it beforehand.
Yeah. It's all gone, matter of fact, I believe.
Then you have to go get you some key lime pie.
Well, I got to wait a week. That's, I'm going to lay off the key lime pie, but that's what started it last year. We lost, and everybody's all depressed, and I went to Publix, and I didn't realize how good key lime pie was. I had everybody over the country buying key lime pie, but that was a sign of us losing. So now we eat it before the game and not after, because you eat it after, it means you lost. So there's no key lime pie in the house. It's all been eaten and thrown away.
There you go.
So, all right, what else we got going on here? Is my pick?
What is your pick?
Clemson 24, looking for a bowl game, looking to keep USC out of a bowl game. I said 38-17.
38-17.
So that's a couple.
Still strong. Not as strong as mine, but still strong.
I mean, I'd love a 40-point. We can make a shirt about that.
We would make a shirt about that.
Yeah, if we went by 40 points, I'll be able to come up with a shirt. Blow out at William Bryce or something. Cooking chicken. Finger licking, cooking chicken at William Bryce, baby.
So
our prayers for all you Clemson fans down there.
Absolutely. And definitely post on I Bleed Orange. On there. Oh, that's right. The president. Not Let's Go Brandon.
We're not affiliated with any political organization, but we will say the president will be there.
Yeah. That'll be President Trump, by the way.
Yeah.
So we're just saying. But he'll be there. So that's cool. That's really awesome right there.
Such a time as this. We grew at like 4,800% this year, and we're just getting started. You ain't seen nothing yet, I Bleed Orange Nation. The best is yet to come.
Yep.
And we're excited. We want to thank all the sponsors that made this possible. Y'all are the lifeline and blood of our business. We couldn't do this without you.
No.
And we're going to do the best we can to promote for you, to draw customers to your business, and to blow your business up with I Bleed Orange customers. We've had a lot of good feedback from that. So
we have.
That's why we're here. So we're grateful for that.
So the only thing we got left is the chant.
That's it. That's it. Do the chant. Anybody else want to come in and do a chant with us? Tiger chant.
So products, you got a lot of products on the I Bleed Orange, and so and go from there. So really, the rest
I
of
bleed
it.
orange, baby.
And by the way, I got
There's
my I Bleed
Batman.
Orange right there. So
There's Superman. There's Aquaman, but there ain't one I bleed orange, baby.
well, today
Go Tigers.
Today there's two, but
There's two. There ain't but one I bleed orange lady. First lady. Say prayers for her. Her stomach's been upset or something. Not been feeling good. So she's a trooper. She came out here.
So let's get this going. Ready? So we're gonna go with this.
CLEMSON. Fight Tigers! Fight Tigers! Fight! 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 Go Tigers! Woo! I bleed orange, baby. Let's get it. That was a good one. We all